Hi there. I wanted to share my thoughts on the book Conscious Loving. And first off, I very much loved it. I listened to it on Audible and listened to it with Jamil, and we got quite a lot out of it. And I definitely will be using it with my clients and definitely using it in my life a lot. I would say the major epiphany I had with it, which was really fun and surprising, was the concept of the upper limits of feeling positivity or joy, and that we shut that down. And I thought that was really interesting, and I definitely have noticed myself doing it a lot. And what I'm kind of realizing is that when I feel positivity, I put a cap on it. So because the electricity in my body feels a lot, like it feels overwhelming, and I think that if we're not breathing into that, it can feel like too much energy. It feels kind of scary and like we have to push it down. So that's one thing that I noticed. And I noticed too, like, that we do it a lot. I noticed that we do it a lot with women when we're complimenting each other. We don't like receive the compliment. We want to stop the flow of the positive energy. It's like too much energy. So I think that's interesting. And I also just got really excited about the idea of, like, wow, really sinking into increasing the capacity to be able to feel more joy and more love and more expression of positivity. So I love that. And then one of the things that was really profound for me, besides the conscious co-commitments, which was very profound, is the questions. So what do I want? How do I feel? What do I want? How is the past coloring the present moment? What agreements have I let go of? What do I need to say? How can I serve? And where am I stuck? I think that's all of them. I think that's right. So I found this really, really powerful, and even just asking one of these questions, starting like, how do I feel? Like pausing and giving space for that, and then really sinking into, well, what do I want? And I really love the idea of actually doing that. And Jamil and I have been playing with this and memorizing, trying to memorize it, and doing this with each other. And I feel like it actually, it eliminates blame and shame and criticizing. I'm not saying I'm there yet. I'm just saying that when we're doing this and feeling into it and breathing into it and listening to the body with the felt sense, which has been amazing, that we can get through anything without making it into like a negative conflict, I would say. Maybe still conflict, but just more positive. And yeah, so I really have gotten a lot out of that and the inquiry. And there's so much in questions, and I'm excited to ask my clients, I'm excited to ask some questions to them and have them play with that and experience the feeling of using this tool. And I'm even thinking that I might add it into my email that I send to them afterwards, after I am with them, so that they can have it to go back to. And then the co-commitments. I mean, this book is life-changing, and I can see why it's been used for this training, because it's profound. And the co-commitments in and of themselves, and the added one for AOB, have like really transformed my life with Jamil and my family. So feel all your feelings, microscopic truth, keep agreements, develop yourself as a complete individual by taking space and recharging, being committed to getting close, full closeness, clearing the obstacles there, revealing self and not concealing self. That's really big. Let's see, what else? Taking 100% responsibility. I think that's like one of the major parts of it, because that eliminates the blame and the criticism and the shame if you're taking 100% responsibility. So that's a huge thing. And then the commitment to having fun. I feel like that one's the easiest one for me. I've always done that. And I also think that that's been a coping mechanism in my family, is that, especially my previous family, you know, with my mom and dad, is like everything returned to humor, which I think is you know, sometimes if you're going through hardship, sometimes you make light. But in this way, I really like more the meaning that it's committing to enjoying yourself, enjoying each other, and having fun and being a little lighter about things. And one thing that I actually watched a video too of Katie and Gaye, and they were talking about how when you make these commitments, you're in the game. And I really like that statement. And because I think that when you've been through stuff, you know, trauma or life in general, you can take yourself out of the game and sort of live on the sidelines. And so I think this co-commitment agreement is really, it really gets you involved in living and being alive, and that's beautiful. They also said something that I thought was really cool, which was it's okay to recommit, and sometimes if you lose your way, that you can just question, are you still interested in this commitment? And yeah, that it's okay to redo the commitment if you get off track. And let's see what else. So I think that the all the activities, that's the part I almost want to find a workbook, and I think there probably is one out there. But anyway, I love this book, and I definitely will be using it. I feel like it's very much a resource for life, and you know, it's really about being loving and loving yourself and loving other people, and increasing your capacity to love. And yeah, I'm totally devoted to living this book. And so yeah, that's sort of my overview take on it. And yeah, that's it. So thank you. I hope that I covered sort of the gist of it, and I think for me, the main point is really the title, which is conscious loving, and we're here to be conscious and we're here to be loving, and what does it take to do that? And this book gives you the steps. So super grateful to have it in my life, and yep, thanks.